Hello, everyone. I am Izul, your unofficial Puppet Master of the Game liaison, and today I would like to welcome you to Perks 102, Totems and You. Today we're going to be going over some of my favorite totem perk builds and how they're useful to each character, and this will probably be a little quicker than the puppet video. Let's get right along to it. So here we are in the puppet trunk. And we're going to go ahead and hop into totems, and we'll start with the totem warrior. Now on warrior, I actually triple stack headbutt. So it decreases melee ability cooldowns. So that applies to his bite and his right click as well. So you'll be able to do those faster, gives you more mobility and faster lifesteal. So I just kind of stack that with each rarity, giving me a total of about 1.8 seconds of cooldown reduction. Now with headhunter, I decided to go with his running speed and then one in his unique Shrunken Head Legendary. That applies to his cloak speed, which is how fast he is whenever he's invisible. So try to get the most out of his actual running speed to, kind of accommodate for how slow he is, because he doesn't really need help in the damage department. Now let's take a look at Mephisto. With Mephisto, I use his unique Overburn perk. I actually stacked the legendary and the unique to get 3.5 seconds of increased burn time out of his standard shot, which will allow him to keep pressure on human and get a little more damage out of his, just basic attack, as well as a haste to give him a little more speed to catch up to his teammates to, apply heal. Moving on to my boy Ravager. He also has a unique perk with Animalistic, which increases his multiplier for charge jump movement speed and his charge jump time, so he can jump faster and he gets to full jump quicker. I have a 2-stack of that. That way I can get up there and try to get some headshots with that right click and root the human and get big damage in, as well as a haste just to give him a little more hustle to, hopefully get you some dodges and stuff too, because that helps with jukes. If you're moving quicker, then you can dodge quicker. Finally, to the big boy himself, Daddy Sutek. And with his build, I kind of experimented a little bit. He also has a unique with Demonic Life Force, which if you can manage to kind of get yourself out of the fray for 15 seconds, you get a heal over time. I also gave him running speed, again, to keep pressure on. You don't want to let that human get away from you. You kind of want to keep them close, steamroll them, and stay on them. And he also has Headbutt Legendary for a decrease in melee ability cooldown, just to let you get that right click a little bit faster for the mobility and the damage. And that pretty much sums up the totems. Like I said, they all have their niche and they all have unique perks that apply pretty specifically to their role within the team. And you can experiment. And again, I encourage all of you to, leave a comment, suggest a build. I'd love to try it out. I'm willing to experiment. Perks 103, Demonic Toys. So as we have been, we're going to be looking at some of the builds I have for Demonic Toys and, just kind of how I'm trying to get the most out of it. Trunk. We're going to move into the Demonic Toys section, and let's start with Baby Oopsie. Really worth using. So I've just recently switched up to running a second Demon Baby, so I have more self-heals, as well as a Clown Toy to be able to spot prey for my teammates. So have a little more sustain and be a little more supportive as far as showing where enemies could be. Moving along to Grizzly Teddy. Try to give him a little extra sustain, so we put Bloodthirsty on him, which increases his lifesteal on the claws, as well as a Tricycle to, kind of help him keep up with the pack or try to get you to those cutoffs quicker. Now we're taking a look at Mr. Static. With Mr. Static, I gave him a little extra sprint speed, as well as Robot Toy, which will reveal prey for 4 seconds on projectile hits. All he can do is shoot, and it'll make him a good scout, as well as, that little extra movement can save you. That'll get you in the vent before the enemy hits you, stuff like that. All right, Zombatoid. Of course, I'm rocking his Hockey Stick, which is a legendary. It increases the lunge force and damage by 1 on his right click, so it kind of doubles as a movement ability, as well as a little bit of extra damage. And then I just went with legendary robot toy and clown toy, so he could also be a scout and spot enemies. You know, if he hits them with the gun, teammates know where he's at. If I hit him with the machete, teammates know where he's at. So I've had a lot of success with that, and hopefully you folks will enjoy that build. Moving along to Jack Attack. With Jack Attack, we've went with both of his uniques. So we have his Rattle, which allows his movement ability to have a little bit of extra speed. And then we went with Wind Up Toy, which reduces the charge time of his, Jack in the Box pop-up move. It doesn't sound like a lot, 3.5 seconds, but it could mean the difference between minimal damage and a big spike of damage and a long ragdoll. Plus, that extra slither speed will help you, close the gap or get a cutoff. And of course, the Dominator, the big man himself, Monster Teddy. And with him, I just went straight sprint speed because he kind of struggles to keep up. But, he does have a rush. I'm willing to, once again, put in the comments what you would recommend as a build. And I'll be willing to try it out. As always, thank you guys for checking this stuff out. I know these are a little shorter and a little quicker, but, we went over the basics in the last video. So this is more of a, rapid fire. Here's the build. Recommend builds to me. And hopefully I'll see you guys in some games. Have a great day.